Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial part 2 of this cash forecast solution designed by Setu Consulting Services Private Limited. Here in this tutorial you will get to know how to calculate cash forecast once the cash forecast categories and type is created, and what various type of analysis you can do from dashboard and various reports that are functioned in this solution. So I am switching to cash forecast solution. This is the dashboard of cash forecast solution. Whereas analytical part of this dashboard is explained later on in this tutorial. First, let me show you how you can calculate cash forecast once the type is created that is linked with either of these categories. Let us just recall what categories and type we created in tutorial part 1 of this solution, that is cash forecast. So if I switch to cash forecast categories functionality in this cash forecast menu, then I created cash forecast categories with name office expenses. Then for this category, that is office expenses, there were two types of expenses with name cost because of computer maintenance and stationery expenses. So I created cash forecast type with this name, that is cost because of computer maintenance, and the account that is linked for the expenses of this computer maintenance is other computer cost. So I selected that account over here, and I also created stationery expense type and linked this cash forecast type also with category office expenses. Then from charts of account directly I explained that how you can create cash forecast type directly from charts of account. That was with name cost of plumbing cells. So this defines that, as over here the category name is expense, this defines all type of expenses because of plumbing cell services that I provide, and those account expenses are linked with this account, that is cost of plumbing cells. So that account I had selected over here in this account's name. This is how I had created cash forecast type of this name, that is cost because of computer maintenance, stationery expenses, that I had linked with cash forecast categories with name office expenses, and cost of plumbing cells cash forecast type with category expenses. So next, let me calculate cash forecast of these types. So for that, switch to this calculate cash forecast functionality in this cash forecast menu. Then you need to select fiscal period over here. So if I am selecting September, October and November month, so this is the November month of the year 2022. So as I had selected September month of the year 2022, so you can see from here that cash forecast will be calculated for all months up to the fiscal period that I have selected over here, based on cash forecast configurations that are set while calculating or creating cash forecast type. So forecast execution, if you could recall, then forecast execution was every month. So from the starting of the period, that is September 2022 to November 2022, cash forecast calculation of the type that I select over here will be calculated. So let me select both of this type that I had created, that is with name stationery expenses and cost because of computer maintenance. Both are these cash forecast type that are linked with category name office expenses. So I need to, at present I am forecasting the value, so I need to click on this calculate forecast. So now you can see that this is the category, that is office expenses, and these are the types, that is cost because of computer maintenance and stationery expenses. So this says that in the September month of the year 2022, you can expect the cost because of computer maintenance in your business would be 1647, and stationery expense can be 9.99 rupees. Whereas in the October month of the year 2022, you can expect 1195.03 rupees expense because of computer maintenance, and stationery expense will be 214.37 rupees. See, so these values appear here. This all these values are of the cash forecast calculation already done. If I again calculate cash forecast now up to for this December month of the year 2022, for both these values, that is cost because of computer maintenance type and stationery expense, let me calculate forecast, then those values will appear here. So this says that cost in my business because of computer maintenance, I can expect that in December month of the year 2022 it will be 2764, and stationery expense will be 183. If I switch to dashboard, or if I switch to cash forecast categories, then now you can see that previously there were no values displayed in this office expenses, but now for all the type that belong to this office expenses category appears here. The sum of cash forecast for all the months that is calculated, that is, if I switch to cash forecast, then sum of this cost because of computer maintenance of September, October, November and December month, that is 1647.77 rupees, 1195.03 rupees, 2764.57 rupees. The sum of all this will appear here in cash forecast categories for cost because of computer maintenance. The stationery expense summation will appear here. Let me switch to cash forecast type now. Then in type, if I switch to this cost because of computer maintenance, then separately for each month you can track very easily from the graph that in December month it is 2764.57, in October month it is 1195, and in September month it is 1647.77 rupees. For stationery expense type, separately you can know that how much is the expense because of stationery material that you purchase. So isn't it great? If I switch to cash forecast categories, then isn't this great that in office expenses separately for all type of expenses you can track very easily that how much amount will be spent in which type for the office expenses. If I switch to cash forecast again, then the sum for every month, that is, this says that 1657.76, this is the summation of both this type, cost because of computer maintenance and stationery expense, that is 1647.77 plus 9.99. This is the total office expense that I should expect in September month of 2022, whereas I should expect total expense of my office for its maintenance because of computer maintenance and stationery purchases should be 1409, that is 1195.03 rupees for computer maintenance and plus 214.37 rupees because of stationery expenses. Let me calculate now cash forecast type up to December month of 2022 for this income from plumbing sales. See, okay, income from plumbing sales cash forecast type is already calculated. If I switch to cash forecast type, let us calculate cash forecast for this type, that is cost of plumbing sales. This is the expense. Switching to cash forecast type, see, this is the income because of plumbing sales. Let us calculate expense because of plumbing sales. So now I will calculate cash forecast for this type, that is cost of plumbing sales. So here I will select cost of plumbing sales, and I want to forecast up to December month of the year 2022. So calculate forecast. So now you can see that this fourth row appeared over here in this expenses, that says what type of expenses would be there because of plumbing cells. See, in the September month of the year 2022, it is 3,31,530. In the 11th month of the year 2022, it is 4,397,97. See, in this month, that is October month and December month of the year 2022, the cash forecast is not calculated. This is because if I switch to this cost of plumbing cells cash forecast type, then you can see over here that forecast execution duration is 2 months. That is, for September month it will be calculated. For September month it is calculated, then 1 month is skipped, and for 11th month it is again calculated. Well, this depends on the user's choice, that for which month you want to calculate and for which month you can skip. That depends on demand of forecast calculation for all type of expenditures and income in your business. So this is how you can calculate cash forecast for various type based on your choice. So if I switch to dashboard again, now let us see what various type of analysis you can do from this dashboard. See, from here, that is cash out. For each and every month you can track that how much of cash out will be there in your business. Say for example, in October month this will be the cash out that you should expect. Then in November month this is the cash out from your business that you should expect. What is the cash in for every month? If you compare that in October month of the year 2022, the cash out is $1,80,744, whereas the cash in is $4,67,036. So this is how you can track very easily for all months what is the cash out, for all months what is the cash in. Also compare cash out versus cash in for every month. Next, let us see that when you can calculate real value. Once you calculate real value, you can also compare the forecasted values for all cash out type and cash in type and then compare it with real value. So if I switch to calculate cash forecast and let me select all those types that I forecasted at present, that is cost because of computer maintenance, stationery expense and cost of plumbing cells, up to for real value I need to select current month, and current month is September 2022. So I'm selecting that month only over here. If by mistake I have selected the next month which is yet to come, and if I click on this calculate real, then please select current or past period, like this error will be appearing over here as you can see on screen. So I need to select the current month. So I am selecting September month of the year 2022 and calculate real value. Now if I switch to this dashboard again, and then you can see over here that cost of plumbing cells was this is the forecasted value, and the real value will also appear for all the cash forecast type for whom I calculated real values now. So likewise I can very easily track the forecasted values, the real values. I can compare both the values. If I switch to this income from plumbing cells or receivables, see this is the forecasted value, that is 1,14,60,049 rupees. This was the forecasted value for all type of receivable, whereas the real value was 1,10,31,899. This was for all type of cash in for receivables, for income from plumbing cells. So for all type of cash out type and cash in type, from here you can directly compare the forecasted value and the real value. See, all type of cash out, that is I pay because of import import of the products that I do in my business, and it's duty tax. Then forecasted value is this much and real value is this much. So I can very easily compare that the difference between the forecasted value and real value. So isn't it again great that from dashboard itself it becomes very easy for you to know that what would be the cash expenditure in your business for the upcoming month versus what will be the cash income in your business for the upcoming month. Also, once that month has passed, you can compare the forecasted value with the real value and also come to know that what is the difference and how to remove the difference between forecasted value or real value, what necessary steps you can do in your business. You would be able to plan budget in your business for the upcoming months. You can very easily from here track that in this month, say for example, the cash outcome is less as compared to cash income, so there will be more income for which month, and accordingly you can plan your budget. You can also decide that how much of increment you can give to each employee, what type of celebrations you can do, in which month you will be in cash shortage, so for which type of expenses you can reduce in your business. All this becomes very easy for you to track. See, for example, in this month you will come to know that cash out is more as compared to cash in the 11th month of the year 2022. So if you switch to cash forecast type and then or to any of the reports, then from this September month of 2022 you can very easily analyze that which type of expenses you can reduce and which type of income you can increase. So it becomes very easy for you now to do various analyses for all cash expenditures and cash income in your business, and how to plan budget, marketing strategies and whatnot, that continuously lets you to the sustainable growth of your business and reach to optimum profit. Let us next see what various type of analysis you can do from various reports. If you switch to this cash forecast analysis report, then here you can see that opening balance. Let us take example of the September month, then of the year 2022. Then opening balance was 4 crore 21 lakhs $208, whereas income was 11 crores 84,000 11 crores 84 lakhs 9,829 rupees. The expense was 4 crore 33 lakhs 3,309. The closing balance is 12 crores 58,258 rupees. So this is the total amount for expenses. This is the total amount for income. This is the opening balance at the beginning of the September month of the year 2022. This is the closing balance at the end of this month. Likewise, you can track very easily for each and every month, so that you will come to know by just tracking this closing balance of every month that in which month you are in cash shortage and in which month you are in much more value of cash income. So you can plan very easily the budget, future budget of your business, when to in which month to invest for growth of the business and in which month to reduce the expenses of business. This becomes very easy directly from this type of reports, that is cash forecast report analysis. Now if you want to track all type of expenses only from your business, then switch to this cash out analysis report. So you can see over here that all type of expenses, see in this cash forecast categories, expenses and office expenses were defined as cash out. So all the accounts for the type that are created with this category, here group was selected cash out. So Out of all these categories that I have created, these expenses and office expenses are the category that define all type of cash out of my business. So for these categories, that is expenses and office expenses and all this type, these values can be tracked very easily from cash out analysis report. See, you can see over here that categories with name expenses and its cash forecast type, cash forecast categories with name office expenses and its type, and forecasted value and the percentage value for every month can be tracked very easily. If I switch to cash in analysis report, then you can track very easily all type of cash income in your business. All the cash forecast categories that are defined for cash in my business, and all the cash forecast type created for that categories appears here in this report, that is cash forecast income report. Say for example, this income is because of plumbing sales services and all type of pending receivables. So those values are forecasted for September month, October month, November month and December month. So this says that you can expect total of 3,89,779 dollars of income through plumbing sales in September month, and the pending receivables that you can expect in this September month of the year 2022 is 1 crore 14 lakhs 60,000 and 49 rupees, and the total of these two is 1 crore 18 lakhs 49,829 rupees. So this is the total income that you can expect in your business. So this is how you can track separately all type of expenses through cash out analysis report, all type of cash income through cash in analysis report. You can compare all type of cash out and cash in and know the opening balance at the beginning of every month, closing balance at the end of every month. That lets you to track very easily that in which month you will be in cash shortage and in which month there is more of the cash income in your business. So you can also very easily track that in which month you can invest for the growth of business and in which months, that is say for example in 11th month of the year 2022 you are in cash shortage, so you should try to reduce the expenses. So this is how cash forecast solution not only helps you to predict the cash expenses or cash income of upcoming month, but you can also very easily track that in which month you are in cash shortage, which month you are in more cash income. That not only calculates the forecasted value, but you can do various activities that like planning budget, planning marketing strategies, giving increment to employees, and all such activities that directly or indirectly helps for the sustainable growth of your business. So thank you for listening till now, and for any queries you can contact us through details mentioned in the description below.